It's not uncommon in relationships to have periods of either miscommunication, misunderstanding, or just feeling like you're unseen in that particular relationship. So, today we're going to work on just addressing some of that because everyone deserves to feel seen and heard and honored and understood in their relationships, especially when it comes to communication. Hello, fabulous. I hope today is treating you kindly. This is a very special session. I was going to go ahead and do this just for everyone at all my friends at United Health Group, but there was a lot of feedback about wanting to have it recorded so that people could participate kind of at their leisure. So even though all of you get to participate live while this is being recorded, because I'm going to do this session for you, you also get to participate again and have the benefit of having this recorded experience so that you can reference it later and use it whenever you need to. So I felt divinely inspired to just do an energy healing session for the entire organization as a whole, because it feels as though the time is right and there is coming into alignment this space of improved cohesion and communication and cooperation within the organization as a whole, like all the different facets of the organization. And I really wanted to honor that by doing a cleansing and healing session because I love you guys and I want to make sure that you feel as loved and supported as you are. So, we're going to go over the essential oils that I'm going to be using to support us during this session. So, I have guaiac wood, which is basically ethically sourced Palo Santo, and it's amazing because this helps to cleanse in a similar way as like sage would do. But I just love it because the profile of this, the chemistry of this is just a beautiful, beautiful um, it's a beautiful wood and I love it. And I actually love it more than I love sage, if I'm honest. So then we have balance, which is our grounding blend that's just going to help us to really settle into this experience and feel really supported. I have bergamot, which is the oil of courage. I know that probably seems a little strange, but when we do new things and when we are moving into a space of coming into alignment, it takes an incredible amount of courage to be able to do that and to feel okay with kind of being a beginner or being okay with, stuff that maybe we're not used to. So that's why I'm adding it. And last but not least, we're going to do a little peace. Peace is the reassuring blend. And I feel like that's necessary because, again, doing something a little bit different, we're coming into alignment. That can be a big ask sometimes, especially when we're not sure how to proceed. And so I just wanted to use all of these lovely oils to support us on this journey. Next, we're going to go over the crystal grid that I'm going to use to support us during this session. Okay, so before we get started with our session properly, I wanted to explain this grid that we're looking at. This is a very special grid that you generally will utilize when you're doing Reiki for individuals who need some relationship support. So I'm actually going to place crystals on this guy, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what this is and kind of how it works. So in this instance, all of these amazing symbols that you see here are used to support relationships and to improve communication and just support that overall experience of the relationship in general. So typically speaking, what you would do is you'd place an individual like yourself or somebody else that you're working on with, regard to another individual or group that we're working on. So one individual goes here or group or whatever, and then the other one goes here. And so the goal is between these two little squares, these little boxes, that you put the folks that you want to support the relationship with in here. So in this instance, it's a little bit of a unique situation. I'm actually placing the whole of our United Health Group into both of these boxes because I feel like the energy warrants the organization having improved communication and support and understanding and cohesiveness within itself. That's not to say that anything necessarily is like horrifically bad or broken. It just means that there's always space for improvement. So United Health Group is going to be in both of these boxes. I know it's a little bit weird, but we're going to roll with it. If it makes you feel better, we can do United Health Group in one, and then we can do the universe or, the divine, the powers that be, whatever you want to put in here. But that is the intention of this grid, is to just support that communication and that whole experience of cohesiveness and improved relationships overall. So to support us in that, I have this lovely Herkimer diamond. And look at that beautiful flesh. Oh my gosh, I love this stone so much. And you'll notice there's a crack in this stone. This has actually been broken. It was display quality, and then it got broken. And so I love this stone because it has a beautiful high vibrational frequency, and it just really promotes the intention of cohesion. But the other thing about it is it's broken. And just because it's broken doesn't make it less beautiful. It doesn't make it less effective. If anything, it actually speaks to me more because of that. The fact that it has been broken and it has been repaired, and it is just as beautiful now, and maybe even more so to me than it was when it was whole. And so I love that message. So I'm placing that in the center of this lovely little grid here. And then so this is our intention stone that we're going to improve relationships, right? Improve cohesion and support. And then the rest of these lovelies are my raw quartz. My raw quartz, when you're doing a grid, you want the point of it to face out because you want the energy to radiate out from the intention or center stone out to everywhere else. And some of these have 2 points on them and some of them don't. So, it doesn't necessarily really matter how you arrange specifically. What matters is the intention behind the arrangement. And again, my goal is to have this radiating outwards. So this intention of cohesion and just greater sense of cooperative spirit and support and mutual support, all of that is in this center stone. And this will be the grid on which I will be doing this session. Okay, so now that we know a little bit more about this lovely grid that I have set up, I also have my beautiful magic eraser selenite that we're going to use as well periodically throughout the session. So let's go ahead and get started. Allow yourself to get comfortable, really feel good and supported by that surface you're resting on. And just allow the body to settle and relax. Allow any thoughts to float in and float out, just like fluffy white clouds. You can soften the gaze or allow the eyes to close and just enjoy this experience that we're going to have together. Just take a few deep, slow breaths, allowing the mind to clear, allowing any emotions to come up with relation to your work or anything really. Today, we're focusing on our relationship with our work, with our peers, with other departments, within the organization as a whole, with our supervisors, and the people that we serve on a daily basis. Some days the demands can be very high, and some days we can feel very tired or feel a little bit drained. It's okay to have these experiences. They're normal and they happen for a lot of folks. So in order to start by supporting ourselves in maximizing the impact of this experience, let's just take a moment to allow ourselves to be grounded. Notice your feet resting on the surface that supports them. Notice the sensation of your feet connecting with that surface. You can extend that experience of that connection to the core of the earth, almost as though there are beautiful silver roots that hold your feet gently, connecting you to all that is, allowing you to feel fully supported in this moment and whenever you most need it. Just allow space to feel as though you are at peace and one with all that is. Breathe in that sensation of being deeply, deeply grounded and fully supported in this moment, remembering you can always return to this space as you need it. Now, I would like to support you in visualizing or experiencing several golden threads. I'd like you to observe each individual golden thread that connects you within the larger whole of the organization. There are thousands of tiny golden threads, each one extremely important, each one interconnected within the whole, like a woven tapestry of beautiful light, all of these amazing souls connected together, all serving the same purpose: to support, to serve, in whatever capacity, in whatever way, not just the individuals, our customers, but also each other, knowing how important it is for each of those beautiful intertwined golden threads to allow that space for connection, knowing how critically important each individual is to the whole. If there are moments, perhaps, where you feel as though there hasn't been an expression of your value, or maybe that expression hasn't been heard or received in a way that makes sense to you, let's allow space for any feelings associated with that to just be. You don't need to do anything with them right now. We're just bringing awareness. Notice how that feels in your body and where you might be experiencing it. Allow yourself the freedom and compassion to explore those feelings as you see fit and express them in a way that serves and supports you. You are safe here. You are supported here. The purpose of this exercise is to come into alignment with the greater vision and mission to serve and support the customers and each other. You are an amazing individual, and your contribution matters. And feeling supported within the organization also matters. Notice as you're settling into this experience, acknowledging the emotions that you have. I'd like to invite you to bring light to your little golden thread, to take a moment to experience a sincere acknowledgement of all that you do. What you do is significant and important. We need each other. We can't do our jobs as an island independently with no support or assistance. Even if sometimes what we do feels maybe insignificant or unimportant or unappreciated, which all of those things can be very real, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are true. In this moment, I honor you for all that you do. All that is honors you for all that you do. You are so appreciated, not just in this moment, but always. Let's just allow space to experience that. What does that look like for you? What does that feel like for you? How can you feel as honored as you are in this moment? Let's just settle into that experience. It may be different for everyone, and that's okay. There's room for everyone here. We are all just coming into alignment. All just allowing ourselves space to feel as honored and loved and supported as we are at the core of everything. Let's hold space for anything that maybe doesn't feel as good, to just be there. And let's just allow a beautiful wave of golden healing light to hit from heart center within each of our beings. Allow it to just rest there for a moment, glowing brightly and with warmth. Allowing ourselves to align to a central purpose, to serve and support, just as we are served and supported. Allow yourself to blend and commingle the experience of service and support and being honored within your soul, being appreciated. Notice how that feels within your body. Notice your emotional reaction to that experience. Notice and honor where you are in this moment, knowing that you can choose your response. You can choose how to experience every moment of every day. You don't necessarily need to be conscious of it. You can just allow things to be there. Allow yourself that space. Allow that warm, glowing light to begin to purge anything within you that maybe feels like it could be let go. Anything that feels like it doesn't deserve space in your life anymore. Anything that feels heavy, feel free to put that down. And even if the alignment with the people that you serve with, the people that you serve for, the organization in which we're in, even if that alignment with that greater mission is small to begin with, let's allow space for that to grow. Let's allow space for those golden threads to be interconnected, interwoven, each supporting the other in ways that maybe we cannot even see. And maybe it's not important that we see that. Simply knowing that what we do matters, how we serve matters, who we serve matters. And the fact that we exist in this space of love and mutual support and relational experiences, having this amazing opportunity to connect with each other and connect with others. Just notice what a blessing that can be to you and to those we serve and to each other. Notice how as your thread begins to glow, as you acknowledge and recognize your role within the greater whole, that as each strand that is interwoven with yours is touched by that light, the greater whole begins to glow. almost as though one tiny little candle lights several others until the whole of the organization is filled with a warm glow. This is building connection. This is supporting each other. This is holding space for each other. This is extending grace. Everyone is doing the best that they can in every moment. As we learn, as we grow, we get to expand. We get to become more. We get to glow brighter, and we get to do that together. What an amazing blessing that is. What an amazing blessing you are. You have so much worth and so much value already just because you are. And because you are engaging in this experience, because you are choosing to be part of this greater, amazing whole, because you choose to glow, we all get to glow with you. That's so powerful. Thank you for making that choice. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. Thank you for all that you do. Even in those moments when it's hard, even when it's stressful, even when you feel like it's not aligned or noticed, what you do matters. Who you are matters. And I'm so grateful to be here with you. I'm so grateful to get to be supported and to support you. Take a moment, take a few deep, slow breaths, and notice how you feel. In this moment, as we choose alignment with each other, choose connectedness, choose mutual support, let's allow a space for anything that stands in the way of that to be purged. Anything that no longer serves to just float away like a fluffy cloud. Let's just eliminate those barriers to connection, to support, to service. Let's allow grace. Let's allow a willingness to come together, which I know all of you have, or you wouldn't be here. You are here on purpose, for a purpose, for however long a time that may be. You are welcome here. You can find safety right here. And we'll create and hold space for that you all get exactly what you need when you need it, as you need it. Observe all of those beautiful little golden threads, all glowing with the same vibrancy, the same warmth, knowing that you contributed to that. You are making this happen right now. It's so powerful. It's so amazing for an organization of any size to come together, to be aligned, to allow space for service. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being willing to be vulnerable. Thank you for being real about your feelings. Thank you for expressing your needs. Let us hold space for those needs to all be met. May there be courage to express those needs and a willingness for those needs to be heard. Let's create space for you to be seen, for you to contribute to the greater whole, because you matter, and what you do matters, even on days when it doesn't feel like it. I promise you, it does. All that you do matters. It's important that you're here, and I'm so grateful you are. And now let's take another deep, slow breath. Let's allow the body to process what we've just done, this amazing alignment that we've created, this beautiful experience of mutual service and support. Let's just take that back into heart center, that beautiful golden light, and hold it there just for a moment, allowing space for that to permeate our being, such that your whole body, all the way out to that big beautiful aura that we each have, glows with this same golden light. This same light of unconditional love and support is yours whenever you need it. All you need to do is ask, and it will be right there. And now, as we move to the end of this session, let's allow that light to stay with us. Let's remember this sensation in our being right now, this interconnectedness with the greater whole. And thank you. I honor you for being here and doing this with me. Let's begin to bring some gentle movement into the body. Maybe you can rock that head from side to side as feels aligned. Bring some movement into the fingers and toes. Stretch or move in whatever way feels most aligned for you. And begin to open your eyes. I hope that that was helpful. I really personally enjoyed that session. I love having the opportunity to promote cohesion and healing in relationships and just supporting people in feeling supported, feeling seen, feeling heard, feeling honored. All of those things matter so much. And I hope that you had that opportunity to experience that today, not just for yourself, but as part of a greater collective whole. If this has been helpful to you, please be sure to leave your comments down below. I definitely appreciate knowing how you guys are responding to these things. It helps me to best guide and direct future sessions. Also, if you haven't already, please do like, subscribe, and feel free to ring that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of my latest content. Also, sharing is caring. If there's something that you see that just speaks to your soul and you know it will support someone else, please share that. I want to spread the light with everybody because we're all worthy of being loved and supported unconditionally. So thank you with glitter on it for being willing to hang out with me today and engage in this beautiful healing experience. I hope that it's been helpful, and I hope that you have a sparkly rest of your day.